Good morning, day 17. Why am I showing you a coffee cup? Well, a new little coffee lounge has just opened in Sandbach, the Black Cat Coffee Shop in Wells Street. Very happy to promote them. Excellent coffee, soft opening today, and fully open tomorrow, Thursday the 19th of August. Although it feels like October. Today is moist. That is the most suggestive word in the English language, closely followed by crevice, and my customer's father's favourite, nozzle. Anyway, moving on. Yes, we had quite a bit of rain overnight, and we had a couple of little landslips, two there actually, and we had one down here. That's no big deal, I'm not too fussed about that. It's to be expected. I probably better not stand so close to the edge, to be honest. Today is finishing off the footing, or the excavation, not the footings, it's foundations. Foundations and footings are completely different. What I have done, all these slabs need to move as well, get them out of the way. Need to dig out that. What I have done is been able to acquire some shuttering at virtually no cost. There's some flooring grade chipboard that was getting chucked out. It's green because it's sort of water resistant, and for the duration we need it, that's fine. And a couple of sheets of ply which I can cut in half. So I've got more shuttering than probably I actually need. We've got a new skip coming today, I hope, and a load of steel, I hope. So we're in a good position. Yeah, when I get my new skip, all that smelly stuff can go in. The sand can go in, because we don't actually need that. The soil I'll use to backfill behind the shuttering, behind the excavation, behind the concrete. And. So it's just going to be a day of details and dodging the weather, I think. But it's supposed to brighten up later, we'll see. Yeah. But I have to say, the coffee was excellent. And they just got a tray of focaccia out of the oven, which was, I think it was covered in sort of like vegetables and what have you, and it was, oh yes. Unfortunately, I'd already had breakfast, so there we go. Anyway, catch you later. Out of the trench this morning, the end of a clay pipe, and I'm not sure what era it's from, but it's very simply made. See, it's two-part moulding, because the mould seam is still clearly visible. Probably very, very cheap. Some farmer or whoever smoking away, bumped against something, snapped it, probably swore, and then chucked it in the ground. And there it stayed until this morning, the 18th of August 2021. Wonder how old it is. The pound coin is for scale. So yeah, another artefact. One of the other things I found, this was more or less in the same trench. Well, it was in the same trench, but about 2 foot further along and a foot further down in the soil. It was this piece of pottery. Well, single piece, but obviously broken in half. And yeah, really interesting sort of naive design. Cream background, creamy browny background, the brown stripe that's been dragged, I suppose, like you would do on a top of a Bakewell tart, and there's a glaze on it which is cracked, so it's like crackled glaze. On the back, is it on this piece or that piece? This piece. On the back there's an indentation there. It's not very visible. Let me just tilt it. There you go. You see that indentation? My fingertip fits in that perfectly. So is that the fingertip of the potter? We'll never know. But yeah, it looks like, because there's a curve to the inside, I reckon this was a bowl that was designed to contain a liquid, and whereas the other side isn't glazed, so designed to contain a liquid, milk or cream or who knows what, and then it could be obviously won't leak through the clay. And there we go, another artifact. Well, this house is full of surprises. We are at the front under the meter box, digging away, find a slab. What's under the slab but a U-bend for a grid, which obviously can't go there because the gas box is there, so I assume it was for the downspout from the gutters back in the day. So that is going that way and will intersect sort of about there. Oh, bleeding marvellous. Oh well, deal with what we find. Fortunately, I'm digging out at that point and it's within, hang on, let me take a measure, well within where I'm digging, so the fact that that comes out doesn't actually matter.